Hello, welcome. Hello and welcome.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was actually sort of stifling a burp.
Uh,
Hello and
It's
welcome.
all those tiny Pepsis you've been drinking.
I think the
Tiny
the
Cokes.
biggest burp ever made. So we're looking at right now.
Monster Hunter.
Monster
I'm very excited about this episode of Monster Hunter, you guys.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because I have figured out a foolproof way for me to play Monster Hunter and not go insane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty excited about it. This is JRPG Historia Future Perfect. Time Captain Evans, Space Corps Master Ryan, Virtual Stowaway Matthew. This is like episode 37-ish, I want to say,
Mhm.
of Monster Hunter. And it's been a long road.
Yeah.
Could say that.
It's we've played for about 25 hours.
A winding road.
The long and winding road.
Yeah.
So
what's his idea?
And so yeah, that's sort of where we're at. So, Ryan.
Yeah.
Let me run this past you. I
Okay.
need to right now be getting Macalite ore.
Yes.
And to do that, I need to go to the swamp. Let me make sure the swamp quest is available. Because if it's not, we're going to have a problem. Okay, swamp. Slay the gen prey.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go here with pickaxes.
Mm-hmm.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
Until I get enough Macalite ore to make... What was it, a waste part?
Arms and
Arms and waist.
Really enjoy hearing you guys talk about this.
Because there's no feet. There's no feet part, I don't think. And I think I have the armor part. So I'm going to need to get roughly 22.
Wait, there might be the feet part. There might not be the helmet part.
I think there's no feet part. There's no feet part.
Okay.
So I am just going to get... I have to make sure I have these pickaxes. Which I do.
Mm-hmm.
I've got enough room for the ore. Have one Macalite on me. So I'm just going to run that loop as many times as I need to get 22 Macalite ore.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's going to happen. I'm going to take off my headphones.
Yeah, I knew that.
I'm going to mute my microphone. I'm going to set it on this table. And you two are going to talk to each other. You're going to do this for 30 to 45 minutes. If something goes wrong, you can contact me through the Skype chat. And I think we'll all have a lot more fun that way.
Okay.
So...
Can I ask what you're going to be listening to instead of talking to us?
I'm going to be listening to podcasts.
I figured.
And we're going to do this. I'm going to isolate and treat Monster Hunter the way I'd say treat grinding skills in the crew.
Uh-huh.
And act immeasurably more fun than this. And it's not even that fun.
Maybe you don't know that. Maybe this game is better than the crew if you just make it a podcast
If I just make it a podcast game. So, thanks for joining me. I'll be back in a little while. You two have fun. Okay, bye.
The real joke would be if we just sat here for 45 minutes without talking at all. And he wouldn't know.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Then this will be just a walkthrough,
Yep.
So Ryan, what are some podcast games you like to play?
I make Destiny a podcast game of mine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been playing a lot of like varying games recently. That give me that option.
Yeah.
Because like Batman Arkham Knight I played recently, and that was
Not really.
I just played through the story, so I was paying attention to that the entire time. I'm playing Lego Batman, and I like the writing in that game, so I'm paying attention to that.
Yeah.
What else? I really want to start playing Drive Club, so I guess I should get some podcasts ready for that.
Where'd that come from?
Well, I was on the PlayStation Store the other day just looking at stuff. I was buying Quiplash, that's what I was doing. And on the front page of the PlayStation Store, they had that the Drive Club PlayStation Plus edition is out now.
Okay. And does that come with DLC or whatever?
No, it's just free. It's free Drive Club.
Oh, right.
It's the free Drive Club they promised
Finally.
for PlayStation Plus members 2 years ago. And so I downloaded that, but I haven't played it yet.
Do people like Drive Club?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But this Drive Club PlayStation Plus thing has been such a big deal that I have to have it. I have to know.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to buy PlayStation Plus soon to play the crew. Really, I haven't played, aside from League of Legends and Dota with Evan, I haven't really played online multiplayer games in probably a year and a half.
Wow.
I'd actually say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to think of what games I've really played online.
Well, I mean, GTA. I honestly think GTA 5 is the last time I really sat down and played the multiplayer or something.
That would probably be mine, and I mean, I played some Mortal Kombat, Dark Souls 2.
Yeah. I played some Mortal Kombat 10 the other day. It seemed pretty good.
Yeah, I need to get back to that and see how Predator is.
Yeah. I believe I was sticking with Casey. Casey?
Yes.
Yeah. She's
Cassie.
pretty fun. Cassie, yeah.
That's what it
Is she Johnny Cage's sister?
is. Johnny Cage's daughter.
Oh, okay.
The daughter of Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade.
Yeah.
Because it's all the second generation kids and everything. I like that game. I think that is a very good fighting game. I wish it had some more staying power like 9 did with the like challenge tower and everything.
Yeah, it seemed a little more limited, which was surprising.
Like they tried to do more online stuff with it, where like they would put out different towers one every hour, one every day, and one every week.
Yeah.
But like the variety within those towers wasn't enough.
Yeah.
To make it interesting or anything. So
that's kind of unrealistic to expect, but not to say that I wouldn't. I wish it was better. It's just like, how do they?
I mean, I'm sure somebody really likes that. I really like fighting games, but I'm not like, I don't get into like frame counting and all the I don't get deep into Evo and that kind of stuff. So after I have my run of playing the game, like I'll keep it and play it when friends come over, but I won't like the first week a fighting game comes out is usually the most amount of time I'll spend with that.
Yeah.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
I do have Amazon Prime.
Have you heard about Prime Day?
Isn't that supposed to be like bigger than Black Friday or whatever?
Yeah. So I didn't know about this until yesterday when my family and I went out to dinner and my sister started telling me about it, and it sounds amazing. So if people who don't know, by the time you see this episode, Prime Day will have been months past.
Okay.
Gone.
When is Prime Day, by the way?
It is this coming Wednesday, July 15th. It's Amazon's 20th anniversary of being a thing. So it's I almost assume it's going to be how they do Steam summer sales, where there will be like a lot of discounted stuff, but then what they're saying is like every 10 minutes there's going to be a super discounted thing.
Yeah.
I think is what's going to be happening. So I'm going to be keeping my eye out for some 2 terabyte external hard drives.
Yeah, I don't know. I might look around.
Because downloading Arkham Knight, I had to delete a couple games off of my PS4.
Yeah.
And if I could snatch 2 terabyte hard drives, I would hook one up to each console because they both support external hard drives now for games.
The new memory cards.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you have any games that you're really keeping your eye on right now? Like Fallout 4, but anything like more under the radar that is coming out like soon?
Not really, to be honest. Although I have had a desire to play games.
Really?
Yeah. The Dragon Guard games got me back into video games.
I need to play some games like that, like some crazy ass Japanese. Like I am hitting a lull again.
Yeah.
And last time I hit a lull like 2 years ago, or actually, it was just about like a year and a half ago, because that's when I was playing Persona 4. Persona 4 was what got me back into like really liking video games.
Yeah.
And really wanting to play them all the time. So, like I'm enjoying playing the games that I'm playing right now, but I don't have like a drive of like, oh, I haven't played this game before, let me get it. It's like I'm just playing the games that I have been playing for a while.
Yeah, I'm planning on playing Resident Evil 4 pretty soon.
Have you ever played that?
No.
That's a
Although
that's a
I
good.
played, I played like 30 minutes of it because I let my friend borrow my PlayStation 2 and I needed it to play Drakengard, and he had Resident Evil 4, and I was like, oh, this is pretty damn good, and so I installed Clint's version from
Yeah,
Steam.
I hear those Steam versions are a little can be weird. Like they're
Yeah.
not great. But
Yeah. I hear
I'm
this
sure
was a
that
little better than the new one.
yeah. So I really like that game.
Yeah.
I think that's the best Resident Evil.
Yeah, it seemed pretty fun. I really like Leon's quips he makes
Yeah.
because he sounds like some like ridiculous Saturday morning cartoon hero, where he just says some dumb shit. There was in that very first area where you fight all those zombies. Basically, I don't
Yeah, in the like
know
little
their real name.
village, and there's
Yeah,
the guy with
and
like
then
the chainsaw.
yeah, and then they all go into the church, and then the camera pulls up from him dramatically, and he's like, "What is it, bingo night?"
Yeah, yeah, he's super stupid in a pretty good way. I my first experience with that game was weird because my neighbor had just recently moved in. He's a couple years older than me. Like his family just recently moved in,
Yeah.
and we were like just starting to get along and everything. And he got it for the no, GameCube maybe. I forget what he
Yeah.
got it for, but anyway, so like my first experience was just like watching him play it every so often. And
Hmm.
then one night, like our parents were hanging out real late and everything. We just decided to, uh, like I just decided to stay the night at his house. So
Right.
and this is a couple weeks after he got it, so we had beaten it at this point. And I can't remember if in that game you have to beat it a certain way or if it's just New Game Plus that the president's daughter gets the knight armor
Yeah.
that makes it really hard for the zombies to carry her away.
Yeah.
So I played probably the first 5 hours of that game. Like that was just my first experience with that, and then like a month or so later, I got it for myself and played it all the way through without
Jeez.
that, and I was like, "This is so much harder."
Yeah,
I have
I
to tell her where to
imagine.
go now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like that game. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems like a blast. Like Resident Evil 6 was a blast.
Oh man, that was a formative moment for our relationship, Matthew.
Yeah. When I met another guy at UCF, my college had played Resident Evil 6, and we were having like the exact same issues, and it was funny because I hadn't played it in like 2 years or whatever, but
Yeah,
it all came rushing back.
that was yeah.
Yeah, I'm very happy that at least we had the knowledge that you could spin both of those analog sticks for all those quick time events.
Oh God,
Yeah.
you know what? I don't remember much about that game at all. I like
Yeah. Well.
I remember bits and pieces of like the story.
Yeah. Do you remember in Chris's campaign where we had to blow up all those missile turrets?
Yes, yes, I do. But I don't remember gameplay to gameplay moments, which I think is the best way to remember Resident Evil 6.
Yeah,
Is
I just
just a,
remember a lot of. It's just
I
bad. It just
yeah.
didn't feel good.
Oh man, that game was so bad.
Yeah, I remember the Ada Wong stuff pretty well because I was that secondary character.
Oh yeah, oh
That
man.
sucked. It really sucked.
Yeah, those games are so bad. Or that game was at least. 5 wasn't
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, but I imagine 5 at least seemed to
Five is
have
a
shooting mechanics that were able to sustain, that
five
length.
problem for me was less in terms of the gameplay. Like I thought it played well and everything. Sure, it didn't play like a Resident Evil game,
Yeah.
like what you would expect. It played more actiony, which I didn't mind. I just didn't think that 5 was that interesting of like a game as a whole in terms of story standpoint and everything.
Yeah, it seemed
Like
good.
I've never been a huge lore buff for Resident Evil, but
I'd hope
like
not.
I could at least understand what was like going on in
Mhm.
each game that I've played. Except 5, I was just like, this isn't. I'm just so bored by anything they're trying to tell
They
me.
punch that boulder at the end.
Yeah, you punch a boulder. It's great. There was good co-op moments in 5 though. I had fun playing it.
Yeah, I could I can see that. I can see someone defending 5 to an extent, to a certain extent. Some of the African imagery seems a little
Yeah, that's
badly
rough.
implemented, let's say.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. Now I gotta get way into play Resident Evil 1. People like that. People like 2. Do people like 3?
Yeah. I think there's a pretty good crowd for 3.
Okay,
Is
because
3? 2 is Nemesis, right?
no, 3's Nemesis.
3's Nemesis, then yeah.
2 is
People.
when you're Leon and at that police station.
Okay, yeah. No, a lot of people like 3 because I know a lot of people really like the Nemesis idea and everything.
Yeah.
That he's always stalking you. Yeah. That's right. Because 1 is the mansion, 2 is the police station. And everything. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Or 2 is just Raccoon City, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've only seen the police station. I don't know if it branches out from there, but that's the thing for that.
Yeah. So I've played some of 1, some of 2. I haven't played 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I've played all of 4 and 5 and all of 6. Yay.
When do you think they're going to come out with a Resident Evil 7?
I don't know if they will.
They seem pretty invested in this Revelation stuff.
Which
really just seems like,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, isn't that Resident Evil? It seemed like Resident Evil to me. Like,
I played some of the first Revelations when that came out, and it was all right.
Yeah, that was for the 3DS initially, right?
Yeah, yep. And that was one of the games that really needed the Circle Pad Pro to work.
Yeah, I believe I played that game for like 10 minutes, and it really, if you turn that like in the options menu to 3D all the way up, and then you turn the 3D all the way up on the 3DS, it was pretty absurd.
Yeah. That was when they were still trying to figure out stuff for the 3DS. Why is Evan in a different zone now?
I don't know.
I haven't even been paying attention to what he's doing.
He went to that one swamp place.
Yeah.
Then I don't know if he got any Malachite ore.
Oh, he's doing it. He must not have had the swamp mission available, so now he's just running a different mission. But he's not running the Velocidrome mission, which is weird.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should tell him that.
Whatever. I've honestly at this point, like,
why not Velocidrome?
I've stopped trying to guide Evan into like how to play Monster Hunter because, like, not that I'm like fed up with him or anything. I think he's more fed up with me trying to help him, and he just wants to power through as much as he can.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it doesn't. The issue just seems to be that this is a giant grind.
Yeah. There are ways that he could be making this grind easier, and just like stuff in combat that he does, like he'll drink potions when he gets hit once, and like usually you want to wait until your health is like pretty low to use a potion.
Why is that?
Stuff like that, just so because you're so limited in how many you can carry.
Okay.
You kind of want to save it for only when you need it, and he also like I advised him to do it before we took like a long break of recording these videos, and he was doing it for a while there, but like when you get hit and you need to heal up, like make sure you're out of like the way of the monster, like an immediate attack, and make sure your camera is always trained on the monster, so that like you can see any animations before you start drinking the potion.
It just seems a little difficult to do that.
Yeah, no, it's just he's been like, he'll get hit, and the first thing he'll do as soon as his character stands up is drink a potion, which usually just leads to him getting hit again. But yeah, the camera in this game is really rough in just how it interacts with the environment.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't blame him for not doing some of that stuff. This game gets pretty rough, especially if you're not into finding out the nuances I say half tongue in cheek of the combat of this game.
Right.
Like there are certain things that work better, and since he is kind of sticking with the sword and shield, it's harder since he's not really blocking either.
Yeah.
So
although, I mean, wouldn't it take a lot for him not to use a sword and shield, like
Yeah,
to get weapons that are worthwhile.
Yeah, at this point we talked about it a while ago because we like messed around with a couple different varieties of weapons.
Yeah.
And he's just so comfortable with the way that the sword and shield attacks.
Yeah.
That it's just not worth the grind to get a new weapon and then him trying to figure out the new weapon when he's been playing with this one for 25 hours now.
Okay.
So in the further games, sword and shield is a lot more viable of an option because it is the one weapon that you can use. Like you can use items while it is unsheathed.
Oh, okay.
So he wouldn't have to like stop, put away his weapon, and then drink a potion. He could just drink a potion while his sword and shield is still out.
Yeah, that seems like an advantage.
Yeah. So a lot of people still, even in like Monster Hunter 4, use sword and shield because they like having that ability.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll be 20 minutes in. I think Evan's gonna.
He'll probably go a couple more runs.
Yeah.
He's gonna want to get. I'm sure he like has a set goal in mind of like I'm gonna get this many Macalite out of this episode. Or if we hit an hour, I'll bail out.
True.
Have you seen Inside Out? You said you saw that, right?
Yes, I did. Did I? I may not have talked about that on a podcast. In any case, it's really good.
Yeah, I need to go see it. I was waiting for some of my friends. Like I'm very close with a couple of my friends and like that entire family. So they're like little siblings are pretty much my little siblings. So I was like, well, when our schedule all lines up, we'll go see Inside Out. But it's been like I've been saying that since the movie came out.
Yeah.
And it just hasn't happened because they have like summer camps and stuff. So I'm just gonna go see it on my own one of these days. And I was gonna go see it tomorrow because my theater has $5 Tuesday tickets all day. But I have jury duty tomorrow and I don't know when I'm gonna get out. So
you just gotta get out of it. You gotta say you got Inside Out to watch.
Evan suggested that I just claim that I'm racist. And,
yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, no, you would be the 7th person to tell me to do that in the past week.
Yeah. Does that work? I mean, I guess it does.
I mean, it will, but now, because, like, you'll raise your hand if they'll say, like, is there any reason that you will not be able to serve on this jury? And, like, you'll raise your hand, and then they'll like, go one by one and call you into the judge's office so you can sit down with the judge and the lawyers.
Yeah, it seems like a lot.
And they record the sit down. So yeah, I was talking to Evan. I was like, me going to school to be a teacher probably shouldn't. I shouldn't say that.
I hate every race.
Every race. Yeah, if I say I'm racist against white.
I'm racist against all people.
Yeah.
Really.
I just hate people. I could. I mean, it's a pettit trial, so I mean, I don't.
What is that?
It means it's like just a minor thing. It's not.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to be selected for a grand jury murder case.
Yeah.
Or anything. But so I don't know. My weekends are when I work. I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So my weekdays are my weekends. And just the idea of me being like sequestered for 3 days really sucks.
Yeah.
Because then that's an entire like week that I could have been hanging out with people, going to see Inside Out and stuff. Go down the drain. But
plus, you don't get time. I mean, your work doesn't pay you for all the stuff you miss or whatever. So.
Well, I won't miss any work.
Okay.
Because they won't have the trials
right.
during the weekend. But like most people are like fine with jury duty because you get like you miss work and you just show up for jury duty. But me, it would be like if jury duty for normal people was on the weekend. Yeah. So you went from work to jury duty right around to work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, like I find court proceedings and everything interesting. I was a criminal justice major for a couple semesters.
Yeah.
I like that stuff, but it's just the idea that I would just be wasting so much time. I could be doing other things.
Yeah.
But, it was a.
What's that? No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it was a bad time when I opened up the mailbox and saw sitting on top a letter
Jury
to
duty.
me from the court of Wilmington. It's like, oh
Delaware.
no, it happens. Yes, Delaware.
Yeah.
But,
How many cities are there in Delaware?
Delaware only has one county.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Well,
that
no,
makes sense.
is that true? Because
Me, I'll look it up.
that's not true. I don't think actually. Delaware only has one zip code. I'll say that. That is a fact.
That is not a
Del-
lot. That's just
Delaware
one.
has one county. I think.
Okay.
But yeah, Delaware's pretty small. Wilmington and Dover are the two major cities. And
There's Delaware County, Pennsylvania.
yeah, so Delaware County is actually the smallest state with that Delaware County is in is Delaware. I'm pretty sure. Like the
Okay.
smallest bit of Delaware County is in Delaware.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Is what? So Rhode Island is the only smaller state then?
Rhode Island is the only smaller state in size.
Mhm.
In population, I think Rhode Island might be bigger than us.
Yeah.
So yeah, Delaware is weird. Like it's close enough to a lot of major cities like Philadelphia, New York, and Washington,
Mhm.
and like even Baltimore, that when people tell me like when Clint says like, oh, I drove 5 hours to Austin or wherever,
Yeah.
like I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
oh, that's insane. I drive 5 hours, I'm in New York City.
Yeah.
Like I drive 7 hours, I'm in Boston. If I wanted to drive 9 hours, I could be in Maine. Like
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
it's Northeast United States is really jam packed.
You ever been to Maine?
I have not. I've been invited a couple times because my best friend's grandparents have a house up there.
Yeah.
But every time they would go up for like a week, I would always be working and stuff and wouldn't be able to get out of it. But I don't know. I would like to go to places like that. I'm more interested because I have like I go to Philadelphia just on a regular basis, like a bi-monthly basis, I guess would be the way to say, twice a month, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I go to Philadelphia all the time just because all of my family lives up there. And like that's the hub for like if I'm ever going to a concert or a sporting event or something, that's where I'm going to.
There's
So,
no
like,
concerts in Delaware.
there is I don't know if you've ever heard of Firefly.
Yeah.
That's in Delaware. That's
Okay.
our claim to fame. It just started 3 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they just started a country version of that called Big Barrel that they're trying to get like to compete with Firefly. So I don't know. Apparently Delaware is becoming a big music venue, but
Yeah.
it's the Mountain Goats are playing at Firefly though. So
That's cool. How big is Firefly?
it's pretty big. The Foo Fighters came this past year.
Oh.
Childish Gambino played the first year there. Snoop Dogg was there this year. Yeah.
Oh, me and Evan know about Childish Gambino.
Oh yeah. I was over at my friend's house the other day, and I was watching Donald Glover's stand-up.
How was that?
So it's all right. There's some good laughs in there. I would say if you don't have anything to do for an hour and you want to watch it, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. And when we started watching it, I was like, because we were just flipping through Netflix trying to find some stuff to watch, and I was like, oh well, have you ever seen Donald Glover stand up? And he's like, no, I haven't. Let's watch it. And then we start watching. He's like, oh, that's Childish Gambino, and I was like, oh.
His rap career is taking off.
Yeah, you know. So yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
So like I've gotten like, and I am very used to city life and everything, like city living. So I would rather like vacation and like visit very quiet places like a Maine or something like that.
Yeah.
Where like when we went to Boston this past spring, my family and I, like my family was all about like we were talking about like what our favorite parts of it was and everything, and they were talking about how like walking around the city and like doing all this different stuff, and I enjoyed that, especially because it was like a place I've never been. But my favorite place to go out of the entire vacation was Salem because it was such like a quiet little town, and like you could just walk around and enjoy the like history of it and the not hustle and bustle of it. Everybody was just real chill there. And
so
it was
how accurate was Salem to Murder Soul Suspects?
Not,
Salem.
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that into account.
Yeah, so you should probably go revise
for my retrospective podcast.
Yeah.
Murder Soul Interview E. Me, Matthew Beluski.
What if they made like a second one of those games?
I don't know if they're even in business anymore.
Really?
Unfortunately.
Oh, that's a shame.
Let me see.
They made a good amount of games though, didn't they?
I don't even remember who made it. Airtight Games. Oh, they made the puzzle game.
Yeah, the one wasn't that
Quantum Conundrum.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Yeah,
that was the one that some of the people who made Portal made, right?
Yeah, they closed 1 month after Murder Soul Suspect came out. Yeah.
Yeah, that game wasn't great.
Yeah,
I liked some of the end game stuff, like the twist at the end and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was honestly just an issue of like budget, partially. It just felt very empty, I think.
Yes.
Hey there. Hey, how's it going?
Good. We were just talking about Murdered Soul Suspect.
Hey, of course, all roads lead back to Murdered Soul Suspect. So that's gonna be the end of the episode once I die here.
We didn't catch how many Malachite ores did you get?
Yes.
None.
None.
One.
Okay.
You fuckers guessed literally the only number of Macalite ore that undersold how much I got. I got 1 Macalite ore from this very last run.
Yeah.
That's how good you did.
So
how many more left?
21.
Okay.
Yeah. 21.
So at that pace, we'll be done with this grind session in about 10 hours.
Evan, just notes on your grind session.
Okay.
When you went to the Forest and Hills.
Mm-hmm. I know. I picked the early quest, so I couldn't mine.
Yep.
I know why that happened, but
Okay.
it's not like I would have gotten any from picking the other quest. Also, they just didn't give me the Velocidrome quest.
It's level 3.
Yeah, I know. They didn't get. I looked.
Or is it a 3? Or is it
I looked at all of the quests. It was not there.
No, I was just curious for myself there. But yeah, it is a 3, I think. Anyway, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, no kidding.
Stick around, folks.
You could always try the Cephalos.
No, we did that once already. Remember how poorly that went?
Not the boss one. The little ones. You should be able to kill those much quicker, actually, now that you have a better weapon.
And what'll that do?
Give you medium monster bones, and then you can trade that with the Swamp Village.
Are those the things I have to throw the bombs at?
Yeah.
Now fuck that.
Okay.
I'm not doing that again.
You'd rather resign yourself to 20 or 10 more hours of this?
Well, I mean, I'd hope that this was just aberrant.
Yeah.
And that next episode, when we do this same thing, I'll get, like, all of them.
What is the Malachite ore drop rate?
It's about, like, 15% on these mine spots.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's pretty exciting.
That's pretty exciting.
It's pretty exciting stuff. My favorite part is how I have to stand around and wait for these things to ineptly kill me. Oh, you can do it. I feel like they're
I'm glad we're capturing the spirit of Monster Hunter in this playthrough.
Yeah, we're sort of showing it off. I just want to let people know I'm playing this right now. This isn't rehearsed. Like, this isn't an E3 stage demo. I know that's how good this looks right now.
Live demo, folks.
It is a live demo.
This is like how you can tell that Uncharted 4 demo wasn't pre-rendered,
Yeah.
when he's touching a controller.
It's similar. It's similar. Clearly, I jumped back on this microphone too early.
Yeah, you've still got to kill yourself.
Because I have to kill myself one more time. And
how do you feel about Murdered Soul Suspect, Evan?
I've never played it. How can I feel anything about... If you're asking me how do I feel about it, having not played it, the answer is I don't. I feel nothing toward Murdered Soul Suspect beyond how funny I find it that Matthew decided to like put a lot of emotional stake in its quality. And then it came out and was exactly as good and as bad as everybody suspected it would be.
Everybody Murder Soul suspected it would be.
Oh no.
Zing!
Is that the quality of commentary
No.
you
we
were doing?
did talk about, as soon as you took your headphones off, we did discuss the idea of just not talking the entire time.
That would be
And
pretty
you would
funny.
have no idea.
That would be pretty funny.
Yep.
I'm glad you didn't do that.
Yeah, we can prank you too, Evan.
Because that's a joke at... The best pranks are the ones I don't realize and only hurt the viewer. Those are the best pranks.
No, he would tell you right here.
No, we had good discussion about Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Which
among
one?
other things.
The
All
bad,
of them.
the bad
All.
one,
The series.
Yeah, the
or
series.
the one
pretty
good
much.
one. Oh God. Kill me. Kill me. Stop pushing me around.
Could just take your armor off.
No, you can't. I tried doing that. Or check the tape. Earlier in the episode, I went
Did
in
you really?
to try to take my armor off, and I was like, oh, that's right. You can't manage your equipment when you're not in town. Because why would they let you do this in this video game? God. There's nothing I dislike more when you jokingly suggest I do something that Monster Hunter should let me do in being a barely competent video game experience. Alright. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for joining us, really.
Yeah, thanks for holding the bass down.
It was a good little chat.
Look at this. That's 2 Macalidor.
Yeah, that's 2 more.
No, it's 1. I had 1 at the beginning.
It's 1 more.
It's 1 more.
One step closer.
JRPG, Historia Future Perfect, deactivate.